Welcome back to episode 4 of the podcast Crowd Pleasers. We are your host. I'm Trudy, and this is Jebby.
Can you believe it's already been a month?
No, but it's exciting. I had a lot of fun last week doing it in the same room together.
Yes, me too.
Did anybody ask you if you were drunk doing the episode? Because my mother in particular was like, were you guys drunk? And I'm like, no, we're having fun and laughing.
Yes.
So I know it's only been a few days since our last episode, but you made it home from Florida safely.
I did, and it's been non-stop since I've gotten home. It's just one thing after the next, but it's all good.
It's all good. Did you get to try your love snack?
Well, I have it. It's set up. It's huge.
All right. Huge. Like how huge? Like the size of a couch?
Like a love seat.
Okay.
Well, maybe a little bit smaller. I don't know. It's just kind of like an odd shape. I will take a picture so we can post it.
Definitely.
But I have not actually enjoyed it yet.
I'm
hoping this weekend.
All right.
I'm hoping this weekend.
Well, yeah, Sunday is football, right? So Julio's going to be sitting in there on Sunday, but maybe you can sit there too.
Yes. Do you have some background music there?
I do. Did you hear that guitar?
That is.
It's Veterans Day. The children are home from school, so I have 2 little boys sitting on the couch across from me watching. And they're giggling. They think this is funny. So what else is new? Anything?
Well, I'm already planning my trip back to Connecticut.
Okay. When's it going to be?
Yes. I'm hoping in January after the holidays. The holidays are a little bit crazy. We have a busy weekend this weekend. Gabby does competitive cheer, so she has a mandatory practice, and then their school has a fall fun festival. And when you go to a private school, you have to give like your time. So you have to give 10 hours, like volunteer hours.
Okay.
So I have 2 left, and
I'm doing that.
I'm going to volunteer in Hermit Crabs.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I don't know what I do. I don't have to touch them, but I think the kids like pick them out or race them or something. I don't know. It's a game.
Race hermit crabs? That's a thing. Okay. Did we even talk about hermit crabs on this podcast?
No, I think that was just a text between you and I.
Oh, okay. Because good luck with the hermit crab. I hope you don't get pets.
No, there will be no pets.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want them, even though they're easy to take care of, but they're really gross, especially when they come out of their shell. It's like a spider.
Yeah. Yes. No, okay. Thank you.
Okay. So
yes.
If I'm talking funny, so my mouth right here, literally it's still numb. So I feel like I can't move, and then the dentist is like, smile. So I'm like, you smile, but you feel like it feels funny. So yes, I've never spent 3 hours at a dentist before. But that's where I was all morning.
Want to.
No, I mean, it wasn't painful or anything, but it was just a lot of holding your mouth open and all just to get 2 teeth to match the color of the rest of my teeth. So, she did give me the option to get porcelain veneers. So I'm like, well, how much is this going to cost? And she's like, well, $2,000 a tooth. I'm like, I know I only have 2 teeth that would work, but still, I'm like, no, does insurance cover to just fix what the color, change the color? And she's like, oh yeah, every 2 years. I said, well, I guess I'll suffer for 3 hours every 2 years to get the color changed. And then she was hoping that the actual tooth behind the bonding, she was hoping that the root of the tooth is what was making my tooth dark. So she was
Oh.
hoping that I can get a root canal. And I'm like, why would we hope for that? And she's like, well, insurance would cover a root canal and then you can just have the whole thing done. And I'm like,
It doesn't
nope.
sound fun to me.
And then the other option was we could whiten you could, if you're gonna promise that you can whiten your teeth 2 times a day for 4 months, but just those 2 teeth. And I'm like, I'm all for it, but I'm like, how much is this gonna cost? And then she told me, she's like, well, I'll give you a 10% discount because you've been a lifelong patient at the dentist. And I'm like, if insurance doesn't cover it, no. So they worked their magic for 3 hours, trying their best to match the rest of my teeth. Yeah. What else? My kids have had half days all week, so and no school today. So they've been home a lot, and we had parent teacher conferences. Do you remember those days? Was it awful, like for the teacher to do parent teacher conferences? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, all the boys, they did very well with their parent teacher conferences, especially my little one that's staring at me over there. But they told me that my youngest was an angel and so sweet. And I said, are you sure you have the right kid? And they're like, yeah, why? And I'm like, well, he's not a very nice boy. He's kind of a devil. And they're just looking at me like, okay. I'm like, really, honestly, I said, maybe he's not comfortable. Like he's got to get used to, it takes him a while to get used to like a new teacher, a new friend. I said, so after the new year, he'll have been there a few months. I said, let me know if his behavior changes. But they're like, no, he is such a good boy. I said, okay. But I guess that's most important, that they're well behaved and respectful, and that they're terrible at home for their mom. But
that's important for you to know, especially like coming from a teacher's point of view. It's always good to have the parents like on board or like know that their child isn't perfect, because nothing is worse than sitting down, breaking the news that their child isn't perfect, and then they have to defend, and then the emails and the she said, he said, blah, blah, blah. It's somebody else's fault.
Yes, they're just in denial. Yeah.
Yes. I do not miss those parents at all.
No. I give them a lot of credit for, I don't know, I couldn't imagine like, well, especially now, like when your last year of teaching, did you have to do parent teacher conferences like virtual? Or were they still in person?
Because my last year, only half of the year, we went virtual.
Oh, okay. So it's all, I couldn't like, it's nice to like actually put a face with like a voice or an email, from a teacher, but like to see them on the computer, it's just, I don't know.
Yours were still virtual?
Yeah, still virtual.
Oh.
Why they're not?
We had the kids and we actually like went in there.
Oh, no, but I did get to go actually step foot into the school on yesterday, actually, because my oldest was exposed once again. But now I don't know about Florida, but in Connecticut, if you're exposed and you meet like certain criteria, the governor signed a thing like you can stay and screen. So you can stay in school, but every day the nurse has to like take your temp and like probably ask you questions. So they no longer have to quarantine at home. They're allowed to stay in school. Nice. And then when I went to sign the paper saying I was fine with it, they're like, just so you know, he can't participate in gym or music. And I was like, what? I'm like, well, they're like, well, unless it's outside, which music class isn't going to be outside. Gym, yes, if it's nice out, not too cold. But I even asked him, I'm like, do you guys take your masks off like for gym class? Like, I know they do like for recess, but I'm like, for gym class and music, I'm like, when you're singing, I'm like, do they make you take your mask off? And he's like, no. I'm like, okay, that's weird, but maybe if you're running around and maybe just singing, maybe you're more likely to spread. I don't know. The whole thing makes no sense to me, but
no.
But he can go back. Well, his quarantine, even though he gets to stay at school, ends on Tuesday. So it's only
Oh,
a
good.
couple days. So anything else you want to share that's new and exciting?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Oh, are you being called?
I thought I
You-
heard something. No, I thought I heard something.
I did too. I thought it wasn't on my end, but I definitely heard that. So today is Veterans Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know, I just assumed that in Florida, do they have school today?
No.
No. Yeah, so I found out today that there's a few schools in Connecticut that are still have school today, which I thought it was like but I guess the school can choose to go if they want or not go if they want. But yeah, but our kids have no school. And I was giving them a little detail on why we celebrate Veterans Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was explaining how it's to pay tribute to the American veterans, those that are living and also deceased. But it especially gives thanks to the living veterans that served the country honorably during war or at peacetime. So of course we have to honor my husband and their dad today because he was a sergeant in the Marine Corps. And he served in the Gulf War and also in Somalia. Boys. Shh. So anyway, so I found it interesting that, 22 is like, I don't know, it seems to be like a number, like when you talk about like veterans and stuff, they always refer, like there's like organizations like Mission 22, you have the 22 push-ups for 22-day challenge. So I was like, what is the 22 stand for? So the 22 stands for that 22 veterans are succumbing to suicide on American soil every day. So I thought it would be important that we share the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline number again, which I know we shared it, I think on episode 2, but it's 1-800-273-8255. And the Lifeline, it provides 24/7 free and confidential support for people in distress. Luke, I can't do it. Prevention and crisis resource for you and your loved ones and best practices for professionals in the US. So you challenged me like 2 episodes ago to ride the bike.
Has it happened yet?
No, but I cleaned it off and I cleaned it off this morning. So hopefully my goal is to start next week. I know why not start today or tomorrow, but I figured I would start next week. So my challenge to you is to join me in doing the 22 push-ups for 22 days to raise awareness for veteran suicide. I don't even know if I can do 22 push-ups, but they say you could do the modified push-up. Okay. But I think that you and I, every day for the next 22 days, we're going to do it. Okay. We're going to do it. And I don't know how the world's going to hold us accountable for that, but maybe we post a picture of us doing it every day, or maybe we do like, I don't know how long it takes to do 22 push-ups, but we could do a quick live, like, here we go. Okay. We're doing it. So, I'm going to hold for a second. Okay. Boys, go in the other room now. Okay. Entertain them for a second.
Okay, well, I will just get started on my segment. Obviously, it's health and fitness, and we're talking about what's trending in the health and fitness world. Sorry, you put me on the spot, and I don't do that on the spot.
I know it's kind of scary. I'm sorry, but they had to go. And now I can still see them in the other room looking in.
Okay. Well,
so what do we?
You can't hear them.
No. So what are we
So,
doing? What I missed for
okay.
the 30 seconds?
Oh yeah, no. So I was going to start like my segment, what's
Oh, okay.
trending. And so
What's trending?
to be quite honest with you, I actually had to Google it and go like on Instagram and just kind of look because to me, like, I mean, I love to go to TJ Maxx and Marshalls for my workout gear, but it's all kind of the same yoga pants, crop tops. We talked about those. But I did notice bike shorts are coming back. So not,
Or bike shorts?
well, they're the longer spandex, like in between like your
Oh,
thigh and your knee. So they're a little bit
okay.
longer. So I did actually get a pair
Okay.
and they are really comfortable. And I do think I like them better than like spandex shorts just because they're a little bit
Okay.
longer and they don't, ride up and whatnot. And they're cute. I haven't worn them outside of working out, but I do like
Now,
them.
do they're not like skin tight like a legging, are they? Or
Yeah.
oh, they
Yeah.
are. Okay. I
Yes.
think I
Yes.
kind of can visualize what you're explaining.
Yes. And what else was like? Oh, like the strappy bras and like the um I don't know, they're making like sports bras very trendy lately, I noticed. And I think it's because the trend is that high waisted that sucks in your belly, but then people wear the sports bras as a shirt. I personally can't do it. I don't think many people, well, I will stop there.
Well, I wonder if now that you're saying like the high rise like pants.
Mhm.
So in my segment, I'm going to talk about low rise jeans are coming back. So
Oh,
I'm wondering if maybe the fitness world is going to have low rise yoga pants. But yoga pants are meant to go
yeah, I
high.
hope they don't do that because yoga pants are good to suck it all in,
They
keep that
are
belly.
like I couldn't imagine. But I'll get into my segment after you finish.
So, yeah, so sports bras as a top, I have no business wearing them. And I guess unless, well, I think I don't want to say the wrong thing. Just will never see me in one.
I hear you. I feel like it's meant what you're trying to say, like those crop tops and things, they're meant for the younger generation, like maybe like college kids. But
Yes.
yet the older and the not so fit are trying to wear it. And it just, I mean, to each their own, but it's not,
Exactly.
you're not
Also,
going to find you or I in that.
no. Also, high socks are
Like,
in.
like, like over the knee, like up to the knee, like,
No, no, not that high, but like over the ankle. Like I don't even know what they're called. They were just high socks and chunky shoes, which I don't really understand, but
oh, so
that's what
you're
they
no
say is
longer gonna
trending.
have like this. What do they call them? Like ankles? No, like the no
No
show
show.
sock,
Yeah,
no show socks. So now they want to show your socks.
I guess so. I don't think I can rock that either. I don't know. I'm not a really huge fan of what's trending now in the workout uh, world or in the everyday world, to be honest with you.
All right.
Um, and then the other thing that I was reading, which I knew like with the pandemic, which we're still in it, right? Are we considered still in the
I,
pandemic?
I
Is it over yet?
I think we're still in it. I mean,
Okay, we're still in it.
I don't know. I don't know if we're still in the pandemic, but we're still in COVID. So
Yes,
I don't know.
yes.
We're still in the pandemic.
So home gym equipment is hard to get your hands on. So building our home gym was interesting, but the prices are ridiculous.
That's because everybody wants it, right?
Everybody wants it. Even though the gyms are open, I figured with the gyms being open and things being more open that maybe the price would go down or it wouldn't be as popular, but it's still pretty hard to find.
Yeah, and I'm seeing like I just see on like my Facebook news feed, like a lot of people are like, oh, I finally got my Peloton. Like, so it must,
Yeah.
everything must be just everyone wants it and there's not enough people making them or whatever because nobody's working.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Crazy.
And the last thing that I just thought of,
Okay.
usually up there, well, every year when I lived up there, I did a 5K on Thanksgiving.
Oh, wait, don't we live down? Oh, no, we do live up there. You live down there. Go ahead.
Yes.
You did.
Since I've been down here, I've run a few, but my favorite ones were always to run Thanksgiving morning because I felt like it's not a day that you would usually get up early or a day that you would usually work out. But if you have a race to do, it's a lot of fun. You get it over with and then you can eat.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes. So I see people like posting which races they're going to do and like what's going on afterwards and whatnot. So I think I'm going to find one to do this
You
year.
are?
I think so. I don't know. I think it'll be fun.
That'll be exciting. Now,
Yes.
when you run, like, will you run with the baby or you'll just, I don't know. Do people run races with their kids, like pushing a stroller?
Yeah, some people do. I guess it would depend if Julio runs it. If he runs, he would push the stroller.
Okay. That seems like a lot of work, like, because you're running and then you got to push a stroller with the baby in it.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with that. I hope you find. So, like, Thanksgiving's in like 2 weeks from today.
Yeah. So stay tuned. I'll let you know if I find one.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
All right.
What's trending in the fashion and beauty world?
Well, from what I'm seeing, we're going back to the 90s and the early 2000s. They keep calling it like Y2K and the 90s style. So there is a don't laugh, but there is an celebrity eyebrow specialist that I do follow on Instagram. His name is Joey Healy, and actually he's from Connecticut, and we actually, not that we were in the same grade, but we did go to school together and knew his family. But anyways, he became famous, and
we did.
Well, you didn't, but I did. Young, like when I went to Catholic school.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, he did. I mean, he lived in the same town as we did, but didn't go to the same high school. He is. So I suggest you follow him. But he does like celebrity eyebrows, and I hint to my husband, but every year I always ask, like, can I get a gift card so I can go to New York City and get my eyebrows done like by him? But anyways, he's always like quoted in magazines and stuff. So in the latest In Style like magazine, he was talking about how thin eyebrows are back.
Oh,
yeah. Like, and what he said in the magazine was that we're still, like, so many people, I know you and I, we're still trying to like recover from the damage of like over plucking and there's so many products like out there, like an eyebrow serum and stuff, like to try to grow the hair back from over plucking, because you kind of can't undo that kind of damage. But anyways, it also did say, like, yes, you're gonna still have the trend is thin eyebrows, but they're still gonna have like a shape to them. Whereas before, like, I felt like people had no eyebrows. It was just over, I don't know. So I guess it's still gonna be that not bushy like eyebrows, but thinner version of that. Okay. If that makes sense. But I'm not for it. I'm gonna stick with trying to keep growing hairs. And
I'm gonna try and tame the ones that I have.
Eyebrows are they're the hardest thing. Like, literally, like, I think when I was in the modeling classes, I think I told you, like, they're like brother and sister. They're sisters. Like, they're not twins. Your eyebrows will never be identical because you'll have one side that looks great and one side that doesn't. And but yes, so thin eyebrows are making a comeback. And And then another thing I saw was that the 90s hairstyles are back. So some of them weren't like too shocking to come back, but one of them in particular was like the Rachel from Friends like hairstyle, some pixie cuts. But one of the things they said was that accessories for the hair are back. And one of them in particular was those butterfly clips. And not so much in high school, but I remember in middle school, I was the queen of butterfly clips. Like, and because I had so much hair then too, like I would put it in a bun, but I literally would stick as many of those butterflies in there as I could. And I remember I had a middle school teacher. Actually, he passed away, but Mr. Shifey. But he used to always call me up to the front of the class, and whatever game we were playing, he always referred to me as Vanna White. But anyways, he would always sit me down in a chair, and then he would count how many clips that day like I had in my hair. So it said butterfly clips are going to be everywhere. They might be like a big one, or they might have, but I'm not sure that I'm into that again either.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mackenzie will have some.
Yeah. Well, that's what the thing I was thinking, like, we're in our 30s now. So like what, like, are we supposed to follow these trends, or are these trends geared toward like the high school, college, like where, so like my other thing, low rise flare jeans. Okay. I haven't worn low rise jeans since like high school. And we need like that high rise to cover like the fake baby bumps that we have. Like I feel like there's, so what, we're gonna have these low rise jeans and then our stomach is just gonna like hang over. I don't know. To me, it's a fashion disaster.
Yeah, no, thank you. And the flare jeans, who brought those back?
I don't know. I just picture us with those big, we were talking about them last week at your mom's, those big chunky like slip-on shoes we had. I don't even know what they were, but like I see those coming back with like the big flare jeans. So anyway, so yes, they're saying like the 70s style combined with like the 90s and the early 2000s is making a comeback, but I don't think I'm ready for it.
No, I think I'll stick to my skinny jeans.
I know. Well, that's what I was thinking too. But then I'm like, are we going to look like typical moms that aren't with the fashion? Like, I don't know. I'm kind of scared. Maybe we're going to have to buy some and try them out.
Yeah.
Probably not. All right. So let's move on to our entertainment segment.
Yes.
It's our last week of 2 truths, 1 lie.
Yes. What is next after this?
I don't know. I'm kind of nervous. Like I've been thinking and I have no idea. Do you have any ideas?
No. We'll come up with something.
We will. Like I've thought of like name that sound. I don't know. Like, something. I don't know, but I want it to be fun and like engaging with the our crowd. So you didn't post yesterday. Yes, you didn't post yesterday. You're kind of behind on this whole 2 truths and a lie, but at least you talk. If people listen, people are listening. So remember last week I said,
did it go up?
It did. I could actually give you the stats right now. So last episode, what did I say we were at? Like
40 or something?
I don't even think we hit 40. I think we were at like 33 or something like that. But as of right now, we have 50 views from last week. Okay. No, I lied. So the episode 2, I said we had only had like 33 views. We're up to 50.
Okay.
And in 3 days, we have 43 views already from Sunday's episode. So I don't know.
Wow.
They're slowly climbing. So
Wait, so
anyways,
can you see who?
I can't see who. So
Ah.
what it tells me, this is just for YouTube. What it tells me is like it just gives me the stats of like where people clicked, like did they click on our Instagram link to like watch it? And it tells me like how many of the people who watched it are followers of ours, or if they're new listeners, or but it doesn't tell me like who they are.
Okay.
So I don't know. We just have to just keep promoting it, but it's okay.
Yes.
50 views
I
is
have to get
better
better
than
at that.
Well, you're busy, but I don't have pictures on your end. So I mean, if you just send those to me, I'll do it. But anyways,
well, I will do it before it posts today.
Okay.
Last week.
There you go. So my 2 truths and a lie from last week, I said I donated blood 7 times. I am a vegan, which you laughed at, and I have 6 tattoos. So no, I am not a vegan. I never will be a vegan. I don't know why I even said that, but I will say I've tried to like do it, but it didn't last more than like 2 days. Like you can't, no eggs, no dairy, like nothing, not just no meat, it's no eggs, no dairy. So like, how do you live without cheese and like
that's what I was wondering.
Butter and like things that you need. Can you hear them screaming? Sorry.
It's okay.
Boys, a little quieter, please. So yes, I also shared yesterday that yes, I have donated blood 7 times, 3 times within this past since May. I've donated. I'm going to try again the end of this month to donate again because you have to wait every 56 days to donate.
Oh wow.
So but when I went the last time, it was your like iron level has to be, I don't know, the Red Cross, their standards for like iron levels are higher than like normal. So I guess I have to eat lots of red meat or something before I go to be sure.
Do you always go to the Red Cross to do it? Or is it always different location?
So it's always a different location, but the Red Cross is like the people who draw the blood or take your blood. So I usually go to the firehouse here, but they're not doing it this month. I don't know why. So I have to go somewhere else to do it.
Okay.
But yes, so my reasoning that I said on Instagram yesterday was just because I had 3 blood transfusions and I just am choosing to give back. And once you donate, they do hound you. They're like, we need your blood. It's been 56 days, like come back. Let's see. I do have 6 tattoos. I have 2 on my wrist. Get up and the semicolon tattoo. Then I have my dad's last heartbeat on my chest. My goodness, I can't get a break here. I got the dog barking at me, the Kitsunuka background. What else? I have the coordinates on my back where we got married. Mm-hmm. The will to live will always outweigh the ability to die down my spine. And then
your one by your scar.
Yes, that one says your pain is a gift. Which have you ever? I know you have tattoos.
Yes.
Have you ever thought of, or do you look at some of your tattoos and think like they need to be redone? Or
yeah. Well, not necessarily mine because I only have. Well, I have.
Yeah, how many do you have?
Well, I just have one on my back shoulder, but it started as like an arrow, and then we added the date of our wedding, and then JZ because our initials are both JZ.
Okay.
Yeah, when I look in the mirror sometimes like, oh hey.
Well, that's funny you say that because the ones on my back, like I never see them. So it's like you sometimes, mine are all covered except for the ones on my wrist, which I see every day, but the other ones, you don't think of them. But no, the first one that I got that says your pain is a gift. I don't know if it's because over the last 5 years, my body has changed, like from having the surgery, from having kids, getting older. But in my opinion, you can't read what it says. Like if I didn't tell you it says your pain is a gift, I think you
Mhm.
wouldn't know what it says. And the girl who did it used like a thicker like writing, whereas
Okay.
I think it would have been better if it was a thinner writing. I don't know. So part of me wants to do something different, but have it rewritten, but do something in that same area. I don't know.
Mm,
Do you ever think
Interesting.
about getting more tattoos?
yeah, but I would just need to like think about what I wanted.
Yeah.
I don't know. Julio's covered in them.
Yeah.
He always has ideas. Like both of his sleeves have a story. Like
Okay.
he's got the kids on his chest. He has like meaningful things. So I guess I would just have to think of,
Something meaningful.
yeah.
But you'll figure it out. I mean, I always say it like prior to my dad dying, I only had that one that my dad took me for above
Mhm.
my or below my scar. But then my dad died, and then I kind of went crazy and got 5 in 1 year, which is kind of crazy.
That's
But I
okay.
don't know. I do have some ideas of other things I want, but it's not like a priority. It's not
Yeah.
up there on my list of things I want done. So do you want me to share my new two truths and a lie, or do you want to go into what yours were and then we'll just start our new ones?
Okay, I'll go.
Okay,
and then
go
we'll
ahead.
start the new.
Okay.
So I said I moved to Florida 7 years ago to marry my husband. That was a lot. I'm supposed to read the 3 of them first?
Well, it's fine because it's this week's one, so it's fine.
Well, that was a lie.
Okay.
I did move about 7 years ago, but I did not move to marry my husband. I met him a couple of years after I was already here.
And refresh my memory, what you just wanted a new beginning in Florida?
Yes, I had a hard school year the last year that I was there. And then I always wanted to move down here because my dad wanted to retire here. So I figured if I get here first, he'll
They'll come.
follow me down. Yes. So
Hopefully in the
that's how it
spring he'll be down
yes.
there.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yes, I have been to Japan. I went 3 years ago because Julio was invited to, I think it was called Legends Day. He's a legend. He's very famous in Japan.
Yes, he is.
It was very interesting. I mean, people were greeting us right off of the plane with gifts.
It's crazy.
It is. It's crazy. And it's a beautiful, beautiful place. And I would love to go back.
Do you guys have plans to go back anytime soon?
I'm not sure. I think it's in the works.
Okay.
Yes.
Very cool.
And yes, I did have my first baby at 33.
You know, that's almost a geriatric pregnancy.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
So if you want to have any more, you better do it before you're like, I don't know, what is the age? 36 is considered geriatric or 38? 36. I think it gets younger and younger.
Yeah, I think it's 36. But you know what? I think I'm pretty good. I think I'm good.
Very good.
Don't want to risk it.
No,
yes.
You have a beautiful, lovely, well-behaved baby girl. And if you have another one, you might end up with a devil like mine.
I'm afraid, yeah. Or a boy. I don't know. I love Kenzo, but I don't want a boy. I don't want a boy like another one.
Well, boys are fun. I couldn't imagine having a girl now that I have all boys, even though I wanted all girls, but I couldn't imagine now.
I don't know.
You have to tell me in a few years when she, or maybe even next year when she's 2 and turns into a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those. Then you'll have to let me know how that is.
Okay.
All right. So this week's 2 truths and a lie, and the last of our 2 truths and a lie. So mine are, I'm a certified dementia care practitioner. I was prom queen, And Shinedown is my favorite band. That was hard to keep a straight face through all that. All right, your turn.
Okay, mine is I speak fluent Spanish. My first year not working at a school, I made hundreds of hot cocoa bombs. And I'm deathly afraid of snakes.
Okay. Okay.
So
next week we'll have a new game. So stay tuned because we better start thinking really quick because I have no idea of what game.
Yeah, I feel like the weeks go by so quickly. I feel like I have so much time to like think about if it's my turn to do a recipe, if it's my turn, to think of my 2 truths and a lie, and all of a sudden it's Thursday and I'm like, oh crap.
Yes. And I will say though, even though I don't know, I keep saying we've been doing this for a month, but the more I think about it, I'm like, I think it's only been 2 weeks. But we've done, if you think about it, because the first episode we did was a Thursday. Then we posted so it was the Thursday before Halloween. Then we posted the second one on Halloween. And then we just did the other one.
We did 2 in like a week, kind of.
Yes. I don't know, but it's been a month.
Weeks,
it's
maybe.
been a month.
Yeah.
3 weeks, month. But we were just gonna do that game for 4 times. So who knows? Maybe down the road we'll play it again, but we need a new game.
Yes.
So I'm gonna leave you with the recipe because I have no idea what it is or entails. So what is it dessert? Is it a dinner? What are we?
I would call it a snack.
A snack. Okay. What's snacking this week?
Okay. Homemade granola bars.
Okay.
And so I panicked a little bit when I saw that we were doing it this week because I do it all by eye because I make them like once a week. They're always in the refrigerator.
Okay.
Yes, the kids love them, and you can like change them up. You can put chocolate chips in them. You don't have to put chocolate chips in them. You can put sprinkles or Reese's Pieces or white chips. You can change it up and kind of do it however you want. But you need 2 cups of oats, 3/4 of a cup of mini chips, 1 cup of natural peanut butter, but like the stirring one that like separates, not the like Jif natural, because that's not really
like
natural.
Real natural peanut butter.
Real natural peanut butter. 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed, 2 tablespoons of vanilla, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 3/4 of a cup of coconut. And you basically just throw it all into a bowl. It's really hard to stir, but I usually use it like a spatula, rubber spatula, stir it, and then I just put it in. I mean, I do all different sizes. I don't have quite an 8x10, but it's close to an 8x10. You have to spray it, and then you just like pat it in there.
Okay.
Put it in the refrigerator.
So you don't even have to cook them?
No cook.
And then you cut them into like pieces or like a granola bar?
You can cut them into pieces. We just like put the whole thing in the refrigerator, and there's like a little knife that's for the bar.
Okay. So you just cut and go.
And you just cut as you go. Yep.
Okay. Easy enough. And I just have to ask, ground flaxseed. Is it like ground up like ground cinnamon? Or is it seed? Or I'm trying to think of the texture of it. Or is it seed? Because it says ground. But
sorry. No, it's like, it would be like the texture of cinnamon, but it comes in a bag. It doesn't come like cinnamon does. It comes in like a bag.
Okay. And those are healthy, obviously.
Yes.
Okay. What kind of oats? Like old-fashioned oats, instant oats?
I mean, I've used them all. I personally like how the instant ones taste, but you can use any of them. Okay.
Easy enough. Sounds yummy. I can't wait to try them.
Yes, I'll have to post a picture.
Yes, you are going to do that this week, not me, because I don't even know what they look like.
Just remind me if you don't see it.
Okay. Well, you technically have until Thursday. Next Thursday. Okay. Well, I'll say Wednesday to post it. Okay. So do we have anything else you want to talk about before we go? time before I go crazy that these children are so loud.
No, we have to go to Costco and go grocery shopping. We have swim class tonight. So
Nice. We're going to dinner tonight. My favorite Roma's.
Okay.
I thought it would be nice to take Bart out for Veterans Day.
He likes
I was
to ask you what he's doing.
Well, yesterday, because it was the Marine Corps birthday, he went out yesterday when he got out of work last night. But yes, we're just my mom's actually gonna take the kids overnight tonight because they're playing hooky tomorrow. I have to work tomorrow, so I can't go in late and get out early because they have a half day tomorrow. So I'm like, well, you're just gonna play hooky. So they're gonna stay at my mom's and then we're gonna go out to dinner and maybe I'll get one of my favorite drinks. Yes, that you tried while you were here. But Roma's makes it the best. They even add a little cranberry juice into it just to make it pink, like it turns like a pale pink color. Last month when I got it there, I was like, is it pink just for like breast cancer awareness month? And the guy was like, no, I just put a little dash of cranberry juice in it. I'm like, oh, well, the color's pretty. So I guess that's it for today. So from myself and you, we're going to thank everybody for listening to the podcast. And if any big companies want to sponsor us, I don't think we really mentioned any companies, but we did mention Joey Healy Eyebrows. And he's in New York City.
Nicole wants her eyebrows. I mean, Trudy.
Yes, Trudy wants her eyebrows done. Yes, I want them done by a celebrity. Celebrity eyebrow specialist, I guess you call it. So, Jebby, I was going to call you Trudy. Can you tell us where they can find us?
Yes, please follow us on our Instagram page at Crowd Pleasers Podcast and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
All right. Thanks for tuning in and we'll see everybody next time.
Bye.
Bye.